Shalom, Lord Christ, Israel's priest and also of 500 Katab at ISUPK Detroit, back with another Sabbath service. Of course, every Saturday, unlike the Christian church, we do according to the scripture. We do what the Most High asks us to do. So we follow the Sabbath service on the day that He told us to follow the Sabbath, which is the seventh day. So, with that being said, take a minute to like, share, and subscribe. Past this truth. You'll find it on YouTube, Facebook. Like, share, and subscribe. And then we'll get started in just a minute. La Yashala, which means to Israel. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into the prayers. Amajim, which means to stand. Wapanakwadum, which means to turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakutka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Bayarataza, Kawah, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nefenanawa, Lakum, Cal, Yawam, Wasalatmanawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalatnawa, Kabawatianawa, Wala'ah, Fabiayanawa, Banasana Wong, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atha Parah, Ba'awalamim, Aman. The Lord's Prayer in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Hakach the power. In the Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Babakashah. Nathananawa. Hakach. Hakach. Larapa'ah. Kal Makalah. Kal Madawa. Hakach. Latahar. Hamatazarian. Hakach. Lahakwayam. Hamathium. Hakach. Al Rakawat. Hatama'ala, Lagar Shun, Bar Shim Yahushua, Wada Aman. Hakach the power in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua, Raklanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Saparium, Barak, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Wada Aman. Bless Israel in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemayim, Wayaratazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Wagalkat, Al-Nadawam, Shemarkat, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarkat, Yahweh, Tazarkat, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashimash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Bayayela, Yahweh, Yashamarkat, Makorai, Salaki, Yashamarkat, Makorai, Yashamar, Atnapaska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabu'aka, Ma'athai, Wa'ai, Awalam. Psalms 121 in the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He would not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim, Adaliyamaka, Artha Karash, or Artha Shakwat, Al, Kayahana, Awayabika, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Al Anyaka, Ya'anyam Yamwa, Sawada, Wayatha, Yatazua, Al Tazapawandika, Amaria, Lakawa, Wanakankida, Magoya, Wala Yazakar, Shumya Sha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nayawatazua, Laba, Yakadua, Alyaka, Bariyat, Yakarathua, Ahalia, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagaria, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'amalat, Halashat, Aim Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawat, Amayim, Hayawat, Zarawat, Labanyan Lawat, Salat, Ashalahum, Kamadian, Kasayasara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Kawashwan, Nashimadua, Ba'ayandara'a, Hayawat, Daman, La'adama, Sha'athamwa, Nadiyatmawa, Ka'arab, Wakazabak, Salaki, Wakazabak, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabak, Wakazazal, Mana'ai, Kalanashi Kumra, Ashar, Amaria, Nairashah, Lanawa, Ak, Naiwa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Sha'athamwa, Kugogila, Kukwash, Lapanya Warakat, Ka'ash, Taba Ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Salaki, Wakalaba, Talahat, Harayum, Kantara Datma, Basa Irika, Wabasawa Patka, Taba Halom, Mala'ah, Hanyahum, Quayawam, Wayabakwashua, Shumka, Yahweh, Yabashua, Wayabahoya, Ayai, Wayakaparia, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya Atha, Shumka, Yahweh, Labaka, Alyuwan, Alkahar Rakazah. Psalms 83 in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against you, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, doing to them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kizon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, make them nobles like Oreb and like Zeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah, And as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the most high over all the earth. Blessings in the Hebrew, Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Micah Allah, wa Alahayim, Matazabia, Alawat Yahana, Ha Alawapium, Ha Sarunium, Ha Quatazayanium, Ha Kayayoyim, wa Ha Akwathian, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the Wada Amen. Blessings in the English, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels commanded you Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Saw, Yeshabi, which means you may be seated. All right, Israel. We're still in the book of Exodus, the 26th chapter. And we've been pretty much been going through the dimensions, or how you could say the blueprint that was given to the children of Israel to how to make the tabernacle of the Most High, how to make the Ark of the Covenant, how to make the items or the things that he wanted to make the way he wanted to make it. And one of the things that we're going to highlight early is just that simple fact that when he tells you to do something, he's asking you to do it for a specific reason, and he's not asking you to do it the way that you want it to be done. That's the biggest thing. If he asks you for 40 pieces of wood, get him 40 pieces of wood. Don't get him 39 and think, well, I couldn't, the 40th piece was too hard, 39 should be good. Nah, that's not what he wants. But with that being said, we're going to pick up at Exodus. We're going to start in the 26th chapter and the 22nd verse. We're going to get it in the Hebrew first and then the English. Wala yara kathya hamash khan yama fa'aishaha shasha kawashwam Korashyum, verse 23, Washanaya, Korashyum, Fa'asha, Lama Quataza'ith, Hamashakan, Bayarak Thayum, verse 24, Wayahayawa, Tha'am Ma, Malamata, Wayakadwa, Yahayawa, Thamayim, Al, Ra'ashawa, Al, Hataba'ith, Ha'akath, Khan, Yaha, Lashun Yahum, Lashun Yah, Hama Quataza'ith, Yahayawa, verse 25, Wahayawa, Shemana, Korashwan, Salakia, Korashwam, Wa'adan Yahum, Kasapa, Shasha, Aishar, Adanyum, Shunya, Adanyum, Thakath, Hakwarash, Hakwarash, Ha'akad, Washanaya, Adanyum, Thakath, Hakwarash, Ha'akad, verse 26. Wa'asha, Wa'ashayum, Bara, Yakada, Bara'ah, Yakad Ma, no, Bara'ah, Yakum, Itazayah, Shatayim, Kamashah, Wakwarash, Wa, so like it, La Kwarash Ya, Taza'a, La'ai, Tazal, Tazala'ai, Hamashakan, Ha'akad, verse 27. Wakamash, Bara Yakum, Lakwarash Ya, Tazala'ai, Hamash Khan, Hashan Yath, Hashan Yath, Yakum Shah, Bara Yakum, Lakwarash Ya, Tazala'ai, Hamashakan, Laya Rakath Yum, Lama, verse 28. Waha Barayak, Hatha Kana, Batha Waka, Hakrarashayum, Wabarak Yamana, Hakwatazaha, Al Hakwatazaha. And that's up to verse 29 in the Hebrew. We're going to go ahead and get it in the English. We started at the book of Exodus, chapter 26, and we started at verse 22. Verse 22, and for the sides of the tabernacle westward, thou shalt make 6 boards. So again, these are the dimensions or the blueprint of the tabernacle of the Most High. And he said, the tabernacle, the sides of the tabernacle that's facing westward, the west side of that tabernacle, thou shalt make 6 boards. He didn't say 7, he didn't say 5. A lot of people in today's society, they think little numbers don't mean something. Oh, he only asked for 5, so I gave him 4. Or he asked for 6, I brought him 8 just in case. Nah. What he wants you to do is follow instructions. What he wants you to do is be diligent in your work. And that's not doing what you want to do. That's literally doing what you're asked to do, what you're commanded to do. Verse 27. Oh, Salakia. Verse 23. And 2 boards shalt thou make for the corners of the tabernacles in the 2 sides. Verse 24. And they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above the head. Above the head of it unto one ring. Thus it shall be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners. So this is just telling how it's set up again. More aspects of the blueprint of the tabernacle of the Most High. He didn't say, Moses, build me something that looked nice. He told him exactly how he wanted it. And that's how we have to take these scriptures. We have to take these scriptures as commands not to be changed, not to be added to or taken away from, as the scriptures tells us. Verse 25. And they shall be 8 boards and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board and 2 sockets under another board. Verse 26. And thou shalt make bars of shittim wood. He didn't say bars of oak, bars of pine, bars of palm tree wood, because that's what was around at the time or in their area. He specifically said shittim wood. So imagine if he told you today that he wanted that particular wood and you didn't have any in Detroit. Guess what? You have to make a couple phone calls to Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, whatever sells woods, and say, hey, do you have this type of wood? Do you have this type of wood? You have to reach out and do some due diligence, put some lead work in to find out, oh, they got some shittim wood up in Grand Rapids. I need to take that 2-hour drive to go get it instead of that 5-minute ride around the corner because they got pine 2x4s. He didn't ask you for pine.
He asks you from shit'em wood. Don't let the Christian church tell you that the things in the Bible, nothing in this Bible is in here for no reason or just because. That's what they try to say when they talk about colors. Like color don't matter. Why is it in the Bible then? Why is he specifically saying feet as brass as if it was burned in a furnace? He was trying to give you a clear description. This is how dark this nigga was. I mean, this brother was. Like, you got to understand it. Let's keep going. Five for the verse 26 again. And thou shalt make bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of one side of the tabernacles. Verse 27. And 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the sides of the tabernacle for the 2 sides westwards. Now, when they're saying 5 bars, I'm gonna get a clarification of this. But in my head, I'm thinking about a reinforcement. So, like when you see in the fence, you have these boards up, and then you have a crossboard. But let me get clarification on that. I'll come back with y'all next week and get with that. And the last verse is 28. And the middle bar in the midst of the boards shall reach from end to end. So that's giving that description of how long or how the length of that middle bar. So that bar has to go from end to end. It didn't say from that first stud or that first silver socket to the next silver socket. It literally said from end to end. These are the specifics. So when we're looking at these blueprints, we have to look at the commandments that the Most High gave the same way as blueprints. We have to look at them as, all right, he's building up a temple. Like the temple is not made by hands. That's what we have to understand. His temple is our bodies. Our body's supposed to be a holy, a living sacrifice. Salakia. Yeah, but she was sure. Oh, la sir. I didn't pick up. I had started the class too, Lord. Kind of one kind they went out though. I can relight them. I can relight them. Kind of one kind, sir. Yeah, but she was sure with that. My laptop. Where's my laptop? Yeah, I gotta keep going. On read some more verses. So, kind of what kind. He just said keep. Kind of what kind, sir. Verse 28 again, Slakia Israel. And the middle of the bar in the midst of the board shall reach from end to end. All right, so that's up through verse 28. We're gonna get verse 29 in the Hebrew. Wa'atha Haquarashium Tha Tazapa Zahab Wa'ath Taba'ith Thaha Thahum Salakia Taba'ith Yahum Tha'asha Zahab Bathayum Laba Rayakum Wa Tazapayath Ath Ath Habara Yakum Zahab, verse 30, Wahaquamath Ath Hamashikun Hama Shapat Tazawa Ishar Hara'ah Yath Bahara, verse 31, Wa'ai Shayath Parakath Thaka La Latha Wa'arag Manah Watha Wala'ith Shinya Wash Shah Mashazara Ma'asha Shalakia Ma'asha Kashab Ya'asha Atha Karab Yum, verse 32, Wanath Thaha Wanath Thaha Itha Il Iraba'ah Iraba'ai Ima Yad Ima Wadaya Wadia Ima Wadia Shatayim Matazapayim Zahab Wawa Yahum Zahab Al Arabai, Adunya, Kasapa, verse 33, Wanath Thaha, Ath, Haparakath, Thakath, Hakwara, Sayum, Wahabath, Waha'aba, Salakia, Wahaba'ath, Shema, Mabayath, Laparakath, Ath, Ira, Wan, Hayadwath, Wahabad, Yalah, Hapakarath, Lachum, Bayan, Hakwadash, Wabayan, Kodash, Hakwadash Yum, verse 34, Wanath Tha, Ath, Hakaparath, Al, Ha'arad, Wana, Ha'adath, Bakwadash, Hakwadash Yum, verse 35, Washamath, Ath, Hashalak Na, Makah, Wataza'ah, Laparakath, Wa'ath, Hamad Nara'ah, Nakah, Hasha, Lakat, Na, Al, Tazala'ai, Hamashakun, Hamashakana, Sayamana, Wahashalakna, Sathana, Al, Tazala'ai, Tazapawana, Tazapawan. And that's up through verse 35 in the Hebrew. We're going to go ahead and get it in the English. This is the book. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, starting in verse 29. And thou shalt overlay the boards with gold and make their rings of gold for places for bars. So now they're talking about the rings and how you're going to construct what holds those bars. the rings for places to hold to overlay the bars. And thou shalt rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof. So that's what you're going to do. It said according to the fashion thereof. It didn't say the fashion that's in your head. It didn't say Macy's fashion, the fashion that most celebrities wear, or what's popular in Kemet or Matazarium at the time, what we know as Africa. It didn't say that. It literally said, and thou shalt rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which was showed thee in the mount. So do it the way I showed you in the mount. Verse 31, and thou shalt make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen of cunning work. Now, it was specific colors: blue, purple, scarlet, and fine twined linen. It didn't say some thrown together mess. It said fine twined linen, and then it went a step further. It said of cunning work. That means you got to be skillful in what you're doing. Don't half-ass it. Don't try to take shortcuts in doing this work. With cherubims shall it be made. Verse 32. And thou shalt hang it up, Salaki, and thou shalt hang it upon 4 pillars of shittim wood overlaid with gold. For their hooks, Salaki, their hooks shall be of gold upon the 4 sockets of silver. So it's letting you know what the hooks are going to be made of, what the sockets are made of, what should be upon those hooks. It's very detailed. Verse 33, and thou shalt hang up the veil under the taches, that thou mayest bring in thither within the veil the ark of the testimony. And thou shalt hang up the veil under the taches, which thou mayest bring in hither within the veil the ark of the testimony. And the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy. So now it's giving you the understanding that there's going to be a separation, and there's going to be a veil that separates the 2 sides of the room. And one of the sides is going to be the most holy side, if you to articulate it that way. The most holy place. Verse 35. And thou shalt set the table without the veil, and the candlestick over against the table on the side of the tabernacle towards the south. It didn't say towards the north. It didn't say towards the west. It said towards the south. And one of the things that you got to grasp in that understanding as well is that they had to know the directions at that time to be able to say, oh, this is south. They just didn't guess. So 35 again, thou shalt set the tabernacle without the veil, and the candlestick over against the table on the side of the tabernacle towards the south. And thou shalt put the table on the north side. All right, we're going to get 7 more in the Hebrew. This is the book Exodus chapter 26, verse 36. Wa Ashayath. Masak. La Pathak. Ha'a Hala. Thakat. Latha. Wa Arag Manah. Watha Wala Aith. Shunya. Wa Shasha. Mashazara. Ma'aishaha. Rakwama. Verse 37. Wa Aishayath. Lamasak. Kamasha. Aima Wadiya. Shatayim. Watazapayath. Athum. Zahab. Wawayahum. Zahab. Waya Tazakoyath. Lahama. Kamash. Adunya. Nakadash Tha. Exodus 27 and 1. Wa Ashayath. Ath. Hamazabak. Itazayah. Shatayim. Kamash. Amayawath. Arakah. Wakamash. Amawath. Rakab. Rabbi Wa'ai. Yaha Yaha. Hamazabak. Washalash. Imawath. Komath Wa. Wa'ai Shawath. Quaranath Yawa Al Arabai Bun Thawa Mamana Wa Sahayayun Quaranath Yawa Watazapathya. I mean Watazapath Tha Athwa Nakadash Tha, verse 3. Wa Ashayath Sayah Rath Yawa Ladash Nawa Waya I Yawa Wama Zarakwath Yawa Wama Zalag Thayum Wamakath Thayawa Lakal Kalayawa Tha'asha Nakadash Tha, verse 4. Wa Ashayath Lawa Makarabah Makarabah Ma'aishaha Rashath Nakadash Tha Wa Ashayath Al Hirashath Arabai Tabaith Nakadash Tha Al Arabai Quatazawath Yawa. In verse 5, Wanath Thaha Aitha Thakath Karak Ka'ab Hamazabak Mala Matazah Wahai Yathha Harashath Aid Katazayah Hamatazabak. And that's up through verse 5 in the Hebrew. We're going to go ahead and get it in the English. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 26, starting at verse 36. And thou shalt make an hanging for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen wrought with needlework. So he gave specific colors and he told you how to design it. He said with needlework. He didn't say staple it together and put two stakes in it or glue it to hold it up. He said with needlework. Verse 37, and thou shalt make for the hanging 5 pillars of shittim wood and overlay them with gold, and their hooks shall be of gold, and thou shalt cast 5 sockets of brass for them. Exodus chapter 27 and starting in verse 1. And thou shalt make an altar of shittim wood, 5 cubits long, 5 cubits broad. The altar shall be 4 square, and the height thereof shall be 3 cubits. Those are specific dimensions. Those are the dimensions that he chose, not gave you the liberty to choose. Verse 2, and thou shalt make the horns of it upon the 4 corners thereof, and his horns shall be of the same, and thou shalt overlay it with brass. Verse 3, and thou shalt make his pans to receive his ashes, and his shovels, and his basins, and his flesh hooks, and his fire pans. All the vessels thereof thou shalt make of brass. So notice the ashtray, the pans, all the utensils. He didn't say make it with gold, metal, iron. He said brass. Verse 4, and thou shalt make it for a gate of network of brass, and upon the net shalt thou make 4 brazen rings in 4 corners thereof. Verse 5, and thou shalt put it under the compass of the altar beneath, that the net may be even to the midst of the altar. So again, these were specific instructions that were given on how to build his tabernacle, his altar, his temple. These are the things that he specifically requested. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close out. How many? Kind of one kind, sir. You got to pull it in. All right, so we're going to get 7 more verses in the Hebrew. This is Exodus chapter 27 and 6. By Ishayath, by the Yom, Lamazabak, by the Yah, Itazayah, Shatayim, Watazapakyam, Athum, Nakashaf, verse 7, Waha, Wabayah, Af, Badayawah, Bata, Ba'ith, Yahayawah, Habad Yum, Al,
Shathaya Tazala'ath Hamad Zabak Bashath Basha'ith Basha'atha Athawa. Verse 8. Naba Waba Lakath Tha'aisha Athawa Ka'ashar Hara Aha Athaka Ba'ara Kana Hai Ashawa. Verse 9. Wa Aisha Yath Ath Katazara Hamasha Kana Lapa Ath Nagab Thawa Manaha Kwala'ayim Laka Tazara Shasha Mashazara Ma'a'a Ba'a Maha Iraq Lapa Aha Ha'akath. Verse 10. Wa'amai Yawa Aishar Yum Aisharayim Wa'ada Nayahum Aisharayim Nakash Tha Wawaya Hai Aisha Hai A Madai Yama Wakadash Kwahayum Kasapak. Verse 11. Wakan Lapa'ath Kasapawayan Ba'arak Kwala'ai Yum Ma'aha Azarak Wa'a Madwa Asharium Wa'ad.
Where you at? I'm gonna take it over real quick. Where you at?
I'm at.
Tell me the verse.
Let me start at verse 7. It's like it, verse 7.
Where you stop at? 12. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 27 and verse 7 in the Hebrew. Wayahawa, Wayahaba, Ath, Badayah, Batab, Ayath, Ahayawa, Habadyam, Al, Shadyah, Tazalath, Hamzabak, Basha'ath, Athwa. Verse 8. Nabawab, Lakath, Ta'a, Sha'ah, Athwa, Ka'asha'ah, Harataza. It's like Hara'ah, Habadyam, Al, Shadya. Tazala'ath. Hum. Zabak. Basha'ath. Athwa. Verse 8. Nabah. Wa'ab. Lakath. Da'a. Shawa. Athwa. Ka'ashar. Haraha. Athak. Baha'ar. Khan. Ya'ashua. Verse 9. You should go all the way up to which verse? If you told me to start at 7, how is it stopping at 5? Like, what you talking about?
12.
Okay, come the water. Verse 9. What I Shayath Ath Katazor Hamshakun Lapath Nagab Dayamna Kwalayum Laka Tazor Shasha Mashazar Ma'a Ba'ama Iraq Lapa'a Hayakath. Verse 10. Wa'am Dayawa Ashayum Wa'ad Nayahum Ashayum Nakashath Wawaya Ha'amadyum Wakasha Kwayawum Kasapor. Verse 11. Wakan Lapayath Tazapawa'an Ba'arak Kwalayum Maha Arak Wa'am Dawa Ashayum Wa'adan Yawam Ashayum Nakashath Wawaya Ha'amad Yum Waka Shakwayum Kasapar. Verse 12. Ra'ar Ka Haka Tasa Slaggy Haka Taza'ar Lapa'ath Yum Kwala Ayum Come Shayum Ima Imad Yahum Asherah What I done Yahum Ashar. That's up to verse 13 in the Hebrew. Gonna go ahead and get it in the English.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 27, and starting at verse 6. And thou shalt make staves for the altar, staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with brass.
Keep going.
Verse 7. And the staves shall be put into the rings, and the staves shall be upon the two sides of the altar to bear it.
All right, keep going.
Verse 8. Hollow with boards shalt thou make it, as it was showed thee in the mount. So shall they make it.
Keep going.
Come on, verse 9. And thou shalt make the court of the tabernacle for the south side southward. There shall be hangings for the court of fine twined linen and fine twined linen of 100 cubits long for one side.
So this right here basically talking about, you know what I'm saying, how the instructions on building an altar. You know what I'm saying? This right here is the instructions and the exact instructions. When we do something in the school, man, we do it to the T. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, we don't make things super complicated. You know what I mean? We literally follow the steps that was handed down. This is what you're seeing right here in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? When it come into this altar, right? Go ahead.
Verse 8. Hollow with boards shalt thou make it.
No, you was at verse 9.
It's like it, verse 9.
No, you at verse 10. You finished verse 9.
Verse 10. And the 20 pillars thereof, and their 20 sockets shall be of brass. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver.
Keep going.
Verse 11. And likewise for the north side in length, there shall be hangings of 100 cubits long, and his 20 pillars and their 20 sockets of brass, the hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver.
Keep going.
Verse 12. And for the breadth of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10.
All right, so again, this is basically in this chapter is the instruction manual on building the altar. You know what I'm saying? How the Lord wanted to present it, you know, the amount of, you know, wood, or, you know what I mean, all of the materials needed to build this altar is given specific details on this thing right here. All right. And that's all this chapter really is basically brand upon building the altar how the Lord said to build it. All right. When anything comes in life that get thrown at you that the Lord say to do, you have to do that thing over everything. You know what I'm saying? The Lord comes first. The Lord comes before your family. The Lord comes before anything. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand you're dealing with a high power right there. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like, you know, like the Christian church. The Christian church, man, you feel me? They just tell you to go home how you feel. Long as you paying them some money, man, you listening to that show, you in good hands in there. You know what I'm saying? And here it's more of reality you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Here is more hands-on of, you know, how the guide and the instructions in life on what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's become consequences when you do the things you're not supposed to do in life. You will get punished by the Lord. You know what I mean? That's in real life, real time reality. If you don't believe me, look at how the world operate today. You know what I'm saying? If this was a fairy tale world, a lot of people wouldn't get unalive so much. You know what I'm saying? If this was a fairy tale world, you know what I'm saying? You'll see a perfect world. You wouldn't see car accidents out there. You wouldn't see nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't see brothers killing each other because, you know what I'm saying, somebody threw a beer on them in a bar or something over some woman, some lady. You wouldn't see a world like that. You know what I'm saying? But because we deal with reality, you know what I'm saying? You have to answer to your reactions. You have to answer to everything, the choices that you make. All right. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna close down the Sabbath service. All right. Men of Israel, I Imadium, which mean to stand. Go ahead and blow the horn at the top.
La Yashala, which means to Israel.
Go ahead and blow the horn again.
Kind of concert.
Most High in Christ, we're gonna go ahead and take the scroll. Men of Israel, we're gonna get ready to salute the scroll.
Right.
All right. Yum yum salt. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yah Shabrak Yah.
All right, men of Israel, we're gonna go ahead and go into the men in the audience. We'll go ahead and give a courtesy salute to the scroll.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Go ahead and blow the horn again. You can set this for the scroll.
Panaquadum, which means to turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Qudash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratazak, Kawah, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathanawa, Lakum, Cal, Yawam, Wasalak Kabawak now, Kasalak now, Kabawafi now, Wala'ah, Babi'ayan now, Banasana Wam, Abor, Hawashai now, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Salakia, Waha'ala, Wa'athar Parah, La'awalumium, Aman.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it.
Akasha power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Babakusha, Nathanawa, Hakat, Larapa'ah, Cal Makalah, Hakat,
Matahar,
Hamatazaria,
Matazaria,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Lahakwayam,
Lahakwayam,
Hamathia,
Hamath,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Al-Rakawa,
Al-Rakawa,
Hatama'ala,
Hatama'ala,
Lagar Shun,
Lagar Shun,
Ba Shem Yahushan,
Hashem Yahushua,
Tawada Aman,
Tawad Aman in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahushua,
please give us the power,
please give us the
the power to heal
power to heal
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
all manner of disease,
all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
power to cleanse the leper,
the power to raise the dead,
power to raise the
the
dead,
power against unclean spirits,
power against unclean spirits,
to cast them out.
cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua,
thank you. So be it.
so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by Hashem Yahushua,
by Hashem Yahushua,
Barak Lanau,
Raklanau,
Wayasha Allah,
Wayash Allah,
Wahabariyah,
Wahabaya,
Saparia,
Sapari,
Barak,
Barak,
by Hashem Yahushua,
by Hashem Yahushua,
Tawada Aman,
Tawad Aman in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahushua,
bless us
bless us
and Israel
and Israel
and the school.
and the school.
In the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua,
thank you.
thank you,
So be it.
so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanyan,
Ayanda,
Al-Haharian,
Al-Hahari,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Azariah,
Azari,
Azariah,
Azari,
Ma'ayin,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ashah,
Ashah,
Shemayim,
Shemai,
Wa'aratazah,
Waratazah,
Al-Yathun,
Al-Yathun,
Lumawat,
Namawat,
Regalkai,
Galkai,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam,
Shamarkai,
Shamarkai,
Hanah,
Hanat,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashun,
Yayashun,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarkai,
Shamarkai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazarkai,
Tazarkai,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyanka,
Yam-Yad,
Yawamam,
Yawamah,
Hashemat,
Ashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakakat,
Yakakat,
Wa'arak,
Wayarak,
Wa'yala,
Bayayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarkai,
Yashamarkai,
Makarah,
Korah,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athnapashka,
Apnapash,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'atka,
Taza'atka,
Wabu'atka,
Wabu'aska,
Ma'athai,
Ma'athai,
I Awalum.
Wa'ai Awalum. In English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
Even thou suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashala
he that keepeth Yahshua
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
This time forth
From this time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayim.
Allahayim,
Adalayamaka.
Al-Damiyalik,
Al-Makarash.
Al-Dakarash,
Al-Mashakwat.
Al-Dashikwa,
Al.
Al,
Kayahana.
Kayahana,
Awayabika.
Awayabi,
Yahamayawan.
Yamamaywa,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Al-Amika.
Al-Amik,
Ya'amin Yawad.
Ya'arim Yimwa,
Sawadah.
Sawada,
Wayathaya Tazu.
Wayataya Tazu,
Al-Tazapawanyika.
Al-Tazu Pawanika,
Amaria.
Amari,
Lakawa.
Lakawa,
Wanakakina.
Wanakaki,
Nagoya.
Mugoy,
Wala Ayazakar.
Wala Ayazakor,
Shumyashal.
Shamyashal,
Awada.
Awada,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Nawatazu.
Nawatazu,
Laba.
Laba,
Yakadu.
Yakada,
Alyaka.
Alika,
Baryat.
Barya,
Lakarathwa.
Yakarath,
Ahalya.
Ahoy,
Adawam.
Alawam,
Wayashimai.
Wayashma,
Alayam.
Alayam,
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'ab,
Wahagarian.
Wahagari,
Gabal.
Gabal,
Wa'amawan.
Amala,
Wa'amalat.
Wamalat,
Palashat.
Palashat,
Amin Shabir.
Amishad,
Tazawar.
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar.
Gam Ashu,
Nalawa.
Nalawa,
Hamai.
Aima,
Hayawa.
Ayawa,
Zawawa.
Zarawa,
Labunya Lawat.
Banya Lawat,
Salat.
Salah,
Ashalahum.
Ashalaham,
Kamadian.
Kamadi,
Kasayasara'a.
Kasayasara'ah,
Kayabian.
Kayab,
Barakar.
Banakor,
Kawashiwan.
Yashwan,
Nashimadu.
Nashimad,
Ba'ayandara'a.
Ba'ayanda Ra'ah,
Hayawa.
Ayawa,
Daman.
Daman,
La'adama.
La'adam,
Sha'athamu.
Shayatam,
Nadiyatmawa.
Nadiyama,
Ka'ara.
Kaira,
Wakaza
Abba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakazazal.
Wakazazal.
Mana'ai.
Mana'ai.
Kal Nasi Kumba.
Cal Nasi Akamu.
Ashar.
Shah.
Amari.
Amari.
Nair Rashad.
Nair Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah.
Af.
Nawa.
Nawa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahayah.
Alahayah.
Shad Thumu.
Shayathum.
Kagorgula.
Gagari.
Kakwash.
Kwash.
Lapaya Raraka.
Paya Rabaka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Taba Ira Ira.
Abairi Ira.
Wakalabah.
Kalabah.
Salahat.
Dalahat.
Harayum.
Aryam.
Kanthara Datma.
Kanthar Dot.
Basa Irika.
Basairi.
Wabasawa Paka.
Wapasa. Wapasa.
Taba Halum.
Abba Halam.
Mala'ai.
Mala'ai.
Panyahum.
Panyahum.
Quayawam.
Quayawam.
Why the question?
Why the question?
Shimka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashua.
Yabashu.
Why Behoya.
Why Behoy.
Aya.
Aya.
Why Kapari.
Why Kapari.
Why Abadu.
Why Abadu.
Why the Iowa.
Why the Adu.
Kai Atha.
Kayatha.
Shimka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Alyawan.
Alyawan.
Akahar Ratnaza.
Alcohol Rathaza. In the English, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For the Lord.
thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
And taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
Come,
let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Yasharallah
That the name of Yahshua
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
They have consulted with one consent.
They have consulted with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the
of
Israelites
Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and
the
Hagarenes,
Baal
Gabal
and Ammon
and
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines, with
Philistines,
the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur also is joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisir,
as to Sisir,
as to Japheth,
as to Japheth,
at the brook of Kizon,
at the brook of Kizon,
which perished at Endor,
which perished at Endor,
became as dung for the earth.
that became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like a red,
and like Z.
and like Z,
Yea,
yea,
all their princes as Zeba,
and the princes of Zeba,
and as Almuna,
and as
who
Abu,
said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
O Yahweh,
Oh Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the fire, as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth wood,
as the fire burns the wood,
and as the flame set up the mountains on fire.
as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
with thy temper.
Make them afraid
Make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy sword.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
Oh Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be found
in trouble
in trouble
and forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that they may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
not the Most High,
are the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So, go ahead and blow the horn. Yeah, you messed up. Blow the horn. Sisters may be seated. Will any brother like to be anointed? If not, we're going to go ahead and close the class out. Minute Israel. I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Shimi Al-Shah Brakatah. Yazmatah. Saw. Going to give a courtesy salute to the sister. I imagine, which means stand. Imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Shema Allah Shimi Al-Shah. Yazmatah. Dismissed.